What's up guys, Comic Lads here. Today we're going to be doing another video talking about Insomniac's upcoming Spider-Man 2 game. And this one we're going to be deep diving into the 10 essential suits that baseline Peter needs to have in the next game.
We're going to do a separate video for Miles' suits, because I already had some suits in here that were going to be Miles' suits.
And one for the symbiotes.
Yeah.
One video dedicated just to the symbiotes.
Oh yeah. So a little disclaimer before we start, we're not going to be putting in the suits that we all really want, but know are going to be in the game. Like Andrew Garfield's second suit from Amazing Spider-Man 2, that's going to be in it guaranteed.
100%.
I think also a lock is Tom Holland's final suit from the end of No Way Home.
Final twin
the
suit.
beautiful blue and the red, that's in it, guaranteed. Some honorable mentions. These didn't make the cut. My first honorable mention is Alex Ross's Spider-Man suit that he designed as a concept to be used for the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. Really dope.
Yeah, I have to say, seeing it now, one thing I really like about it is just how big the logo is. It just occurred to me, it's really, really out there.
Yeah.
It's super different too.
I really like the bulbous lenses too. They're not too big, like how they screwed up the Future Foundation suit in the first game.
Yeah.
But, they're just right.
Okay, so my honorable mention is the McFarlane suit from the 90s. A lot of people might just say, this is just regular Spider-Man suit. Why is this, in the top suits that we want to see?
Sure.
But I feel like the suit does a lot of things really differently than the classic suit. For one thing, the eyes are just very, very trademarky triangle. Yeah, insane. There's two other things I really like about it. One is just how many webs are actually on it. A lot of times we see just the Spider-Man traditional mask with the three webs coming up here, three down, and a couple in here. I just think it's very different.
A little beefy.
A bit more beefy.
I like it too.
Let's change of pace.
It gives me 90s animated series vibes where he's like Batman. Would you want them to do it kind of cell shaded?
Okay, I was thinking about this.
Because I was never the biggest fan of that one.
Listen, I think cell shading is a very fine line, especially in these games, between immersion breaking and still keeping it like canon and keeping it going, not taking you out of the moment like cutscenes. Like Ghost Spider in Spider-Man 1. There's no fucking way you can go into a cutscene with that suit.
No, you can't.
It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So for this, because based on what they said about how there's going to be variants per suit, different color variants and things like that, I think it would be really cool as if there was one cel-shaded one and one just regular build, realistic suit.
Down to the nitty-gritty, dude.
There we go.
All right, my fifth pick for a suit that I want to see in Spider-Man 2 is Assassin Spider-Man. I know virtually nothing about this one. I haven't read the What If or what Spider-Verse comic tie-in that he's in or wherever he appeared. But he just looks dope. I don't know, I love the black lenses. It's such a simple suit. I like that there's no webs, but you can still instantly tell oh, that's Spider-Man, but he just looks a little darker.
I like too how he looks menacing. A lot of the times Spider-Man's expression through his mask, if you can say that, is a lot softer and more playful. But Assassin Spider-Man just looks straight up.
The eyes are mean.
Yeah.
Mean. Yeah, I'm really down for this one.
And also, one thing we can mention in this video too, all of our picks have a lot of potential with the suit powers too. Like Assassin Spider-Man, he just takes out a gun.
Oh yeah, he has an Efren takedown animation.
He pulls an Arkham Knight Red Hood, just it's so good.
Because I don't know what he uses. I'm does he use guns or knives, or do you think he just oh fuck, is that him with a gun? No, wait, it's the web shooter.
He has a gun that comes from his web shooter, bro.
That's so...
It is really cool.
Fuck, that's sick.
My number 5 is a little bit controversial. Me and Thomas kind of had a little bit of a little
lovers spat him.
Yeah, a friendly disagreement about it. And I know a lot of people hate this suit, okay? I think it's pretty unique, and it is the Oscorp Spider-Man suit. Okay, I know it's really out there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince everyone so hard right now.
Please, it's cool.
Please. Listen, I know it's kind of out there.
Yeah.
I think this suit does a lot of cool things differently.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think the yellow really pops out. I know it's kind of a weird color mix. I really like the glass yellow bulbs on his arm. I think that it looks really cool and different. And also, one thing that's cool about it is that depending on what mood he's feeling or whatever, the mask will change expressions to, like, you know, if he's like questioning something, a question mark, if he's super surprised, an exclamation mark. And I feel like that could be some really cool, fun cutscenes if you're wearing that suit. Not necessarily something that I want to play the whole game with, but just one of those suits, kind of like the big time suit for me, at least from the first game. Just want to put it on.
I love the big time suit.
And also, if there are these glowing bits, you know what I mean? It could look like really cool for some night swinging sequences.
Yeah, it could. So my number 4 pick, this is the one that like everyone is like, well, I want this one, whatever. Spider-Man Unlimited. I never watched this cartoon because I heard like none of like the normal Spider-Man villains are in it. So I was like, no, I don't want to watch it. But dude, this suit looks fucking dope.
One thing that's really cool is the web cape.
The web cape is fine. Unlimited, it's freaking cool, man.
Yeah, it's really, really sick.
I really like it. Yeah, so I want this in the game. And I think it's a lock to be in the game also.
So my number 4 is a suit that we actually haven't seen too much of in the comics.
Yeah, it's pretty new. I think it's like only a couple years old.
Yeah, a couple of years old, and it is the Chasm suit. The suit that Ben Reilly wears for a brief period. And I think this suit just has a lot of really cool out there design choices that I think could really stand out. And, you know, again, it has those kind of glowing elements with the wrists and the eyes that I just feel like could make some really cool night sequences and gameplay. And I think this one for me is my really like out there choice. You know what I mean? Again, not something
not the Oscorp one.
No, but this one's like very busy, you know what I mean? But I think it works in its favor and it looks very cool and a little bit menacing too.
I don't know what these glowy green lines are coming off of them, but that would look sick if they went the extra mile to put them. There's no way.
Yeah, it creates like a trail as you swing.
Yeah,
yeah, it would be really, really cool.
I'd be really down for that. My number 3 pick, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099 from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, because that's the best he's ever looked. I think we both agree it's like his best design ever.
Yeah,
I love how they like kind of refined the eyes. I just love it, and I want it to be like the Spider-Verse suits in Spider-Man 1 and the Miles games, where it's literally just a 1-to-1 from the movie. Like, I don't care if it looks out of place, I want it exactly like that.
Yeah, seeing it now too, something I'm just noticing is I really like the build of it.
Yeah,
like, I like the big shoulders. Like, I feel like muscular Spider-Man is underrated. Like, I do like thin, kind of more like gymnastics acrobat Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I feel like I also like when Spider-Man's a little bit like
broad shoulder Spider-Man is very menacing and cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to see more of it. Yeah, okay. Anyways.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
My number 3 pick is one that I know is very highly requested by
me in it for sure.
Yeah, by the Spider-Man 2 community.
Yeah.
But I have to put it on because I was so disappointed when this wasn't included in the first game. It's the Superior Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
I think it's one of my favorite suits of all time, actually. Nice. I really think the story is amazing too. I like, you know, the kind of more thin, broken up webs on like the mask and the body.
Cool.
And also, if this game is going to have those spider arms that we've seen in the promos, you know what I mean? It would just be a good opportunity, as well as those little claws on his hands. I think those are pretty freaking sick.
It's so cool. All right, so for my number 2 pick, you're not the biggest fan of it, but I really want to see Cosmic Spider-Man. The only Spider-Man part of the suit is like this tiny part on his face, but I don't know. There's something so cool about it. If they could make like the kind of star pattern that he has like on his chest, maybe like kind of move a bit, like, it's so dope.
Again, suit powers can be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you could have like a cosmic energy and like blast shooting out, something like that. Yeah, it's a good pick. There's nothing else to say. Nothing else to say about it. All right, my number 2 is, I'm going to say, a very underrated suit in the Spider-Man community. And it's one that I never really see get talked about.
Yeah.
And it's actually the suit from the 90s from when Ben Reilly became Spider-Man for a brief period of time. This suit is very similar to the OG Spider-Man suit, but just with these little differences that I feel like are really cool. Yeah. And for me, I don't know why, I had like the Clone Saga like a bunch of comics as a kid.
Well,
Very controversial
yeah.
comic storyline, but I don't know what it was. I always loved like the web shooter little gauntlets here. Even on the regular Scarlet Spider suit, how he has like the little gauntlets with like the web fluid.
Yeah, I love those.
I just thought those were always so freaking cool. I really like it in this suit. And I also like how they use the blue. There's a lot more blue. The webbing, you know, is kind of incorporated, as you guys can see, in like the legs. I just think it's really cool.
One thing I just wanted to mention is I completely forgot, this suit is literally just based on Spider-Girl's suit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Mayday Parker? Like,
Yeah, that's
literally just her suit.
Yep.
Fuck, it looks cool too.
No, it looks great.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very cool. Also, I like the deep blue. It's not like that kind of vibrant, you know, out there blue.
It's like animated series Batman where it's black with like little blue highlights. Yeah, so nice. I love that. All right, surprise, spoiler, we both have the same number 1 pick, and it's the only pick that should ever be considered. It's Spectacular Spider-Man from the cartoon. I want it.
Yeah.
I just do. I want it, and I don't ever want to use like anything else in the whole game.
Yeah, I also think besides our like bias from like, you know, we both grew up with the show.
Since it's the best show ever, yeah.
It's just the best on-screen rendition of Spider-Man. I don't care what you guys say.
I truly don't. I don't care.
Like besides that, I think this suit on its own is just so good. And like this is gonna be another video. Like we might do another video just talking about Spectacular Spider-Man as a whole.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't like the art style. I think it's so perfect.
I
the
love
suit.
I love it. It's so unique. His weird head shape, I don't know, the eyes like accentuate it so well. There's no Spider-Man eyes that look like this one.
Also, I gotta say, I'm a sucker for the webbing in the armpit. I'm a sucker for it.
I love it.
Spider-Man with a little webbing in his armpit. I'm here for it.
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, and we're getting web wings anyway, so like, dude, if they made like a special animation for this,
Forget about it.
I'm playing this game for 3 days straight, not leaving the house.
His suit powers, he's voiced by Josh Keaton.
Oh, I'm replacing Larry Lowenthal for the whole game. Dude, I would like.
Oh my god.
No, Yuri's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Josh Keaton's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's our 10 essential suits for Peter in his base suit. We're going to do the Miles and symbiote suit Peter videos coming up in the next few weeks. Let us know what your guys' top suits are that you want to see in the game. I know that we covered some of the general fan community ones, but please let us know if you agree or disagree or what things you want included.
Or if you think we're completely stupid, you have a completely different list of 10, that's totally fine as well. You're wrong, but I mean, it's fine. No, I'm kidding.
When it comes to Spider-Man suits, I feel like there's an infinite catalog.
And everyone has like their different like top 10 for sure.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, if you guys like the video, you know, leave a comment, tell us how dead wrong we are or how like on the money we were with our suits. Like, subscribe, share with literally everyone you know, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Care.